Bonjour à toutes et à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Moi, ça va super. Je fais une très courte coupure vidéo avant le contenu que vous vouliez regarder pour plusieurs raisons. Il s'agit là des 1 an de la chaîne et je suis heureux de pouvoir vous remercier. Voilà, je vous remercie. Remercier à la fois les personnes qui se sont abonnées au cours de cette année, les personnes qui ne le sont pas, mais qui ont pu cliquer sur mes vidéos. Vous avez malgré tout, par curiosité, visionné l'une d'elles, et j'en suis vraiment honoré, même si c'est que pour quelques secondes, voire plusieurs minutes, ou des fois la vidéo entière. Vraiment grand merci à vous. Je voulais également prévenir que je ferai une vidéo par jour sur toute la semaine, avec toujours un jeu différent que vous pourrez retrouver dans la playlist Gameplay Libre. Et enfin, dernière chose, je compte éventuellement remettre le côté face caméra sur les vidéos, mais seulement pour les vidéos horrifiques. Je m'explique, afin que vous ayez un react qui des fois peut être divertissant. Je vois pas trop l'intérêt d'avoir mon visage sur d'autres types de vidéos que d'horreur, parce que je trouve que ça gâche un petit peu le gameplay, ça gâche le visuel, bref, vous avez compris. Je continuerai à faire les vidéos, j'espère vous voir toujours plus nombreux, à m'accompagner dans mes aventures, toujours plus débiles les unes que les autres, hein, plus on est de fous, plus on rit. Voilà, j'ai fini ce que j'avais à dire. Sur ce, je vous ai déjà pris trop de temps, je vous souhaite un très bon visionnage. Allez, des bisous tout le monde, ciao ciao. Bonjour à toutes et à tous, c'est Koneko, j'espère que vous allez bien, moi ça va super. On se retrouve aujourd'hui pour les 1 an de la chaîne, et pour fêter cet heureux événement, j'ai donc décidé de faire donc, si vous avez vu la petite intro juste avant le début de celle-ci, euh, que j'allais faire une vidéo par semaine. Forcément plus ou moins sur des jeux différents. Et j'avais envie, voilà, parce que c'est un jeu qui m'a été offert. Je voulais le faire en vidéo avec vous, le découvrir en votre compagnie, sachant que c'est un très très bon jeu qui a été énormément recommandé. Donc voilà, on est parti. On va faire une nouvelle partie. Chapitre 1, le héros et la princesse.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alors, ok. Ok, on a plusieurs trucs. Ok, donc vous êtes ici pour le xir, si vous ne le faites pas, la fin du monde est inévitable. Donc on a plusieurs choix. Donc c'est un visual novel, hein, comme vous l'avez compris, avec du coup des choix multiples. La fin du monde, vous pouvez être plus précis. Avez-vous envisagé qu'elle pourrait causer la fin du monde uniquement parce qu'elle est enfermée? L'exécution d'une princesse est un peu immorale, vous ne trouvez pas? Personne d'autre ne peut s'en charger, je laisse tomber, je refuse de faire ça. Merci de me dire ce que je dois. Génial, j'ai toujours rêvé d'exécuter une souveraine vive, la révolution. C'est quoi ce genre de choix? Tourner les talons. Et si on fait tourner les talons?
Seriously?
Sans
You're
rien.
just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Savez-vous seulement où vous allez? Ah, vous lâchez pas le morceau. Bon, c'est d'accord, je vais aller au chalet. Et tuer votre princesse. Bon, d'accord, je vais aller au chalet. Mentir, oui, je vais très bien où je vais. Pas du tout, la seule chose la plus importante. Le chalet, je n'irai pas au chalet. En fait, je serais plutôt satisfait en cas de fin du monde. Je me réjouis à l'idée d'une aube nouvelle, différente. Bon, je vais marcher dans la direction opposée maintenant. Avancez en silence. Le sentier qui s'éloigne du chalet. Avancez.
Fine. I suppose you
Bien.
just quietly continue down the path
Disons
away
que vous
from the
avancez en
cabin.
silence sur le chantier et qui vous éloigne du chalet.
Good.
Parfait.
What we're being
La mission
asked to
qu'on
do
nous a
here
confiée
is
est immorale.
Better
Mieux
to
vaut
wash
s'en
our
laver les
hands of
mains
this
et
whole
éviter de se mêler à cette
situation,
histoire.
ignore that annoying
Ignorez
kid
cette
who honestly
petite voix
doesn't know what
irritante.
he's
Il ne
talking
sait pas de quoi il
about.
parle.
That's strange.
Voilà qui est étrange.
It looks
Ce
like
sentier
this
semble
path
également mener au chalet. Quelle
also
chance!
leads
Nous
to
voilà
the
de nouveau
cabin.
sur la bonne voie. Il est
How
peut-être encore
convenient.
possible de sauver le monde après tout.
Everything's back on.
Faire encore demi-tour et partir, encore.
You're really keen
Vous
on
tenez vraiment à
wasting
faire
everyone's time,
perdre
aren't
du
you?
temps à tout le monde, n'est-ce
It's
pas?
remarkably
C'est incroyable et
selfish, if
comment
you ask
égoïste.
me. I've
Vous voulez mon
already
avis?
outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Ok, ce que je vais faire, je ne vais pas parler. Je vais laisser le narrateur à chaque fois parler et puis vous ferez, vous, de votre côté, votre idée simplement de l'histoire, en fait. Moi, je vais simplement me contenter de faire les choix. Alors, on est là pour découvrir le jeu. On va faire, je pense, une bonne petite heure sur le jeu. Donc j'espère que ça vous plaira. Le chantier affectif ne me poussera pas à le faire. Avancer en silence sur le sentier. Parfait, peut-être que tout le monde devrait mourir. Voilà ce qui arrive quand on m'abandonne dans les bois et qu'on te demande de tuer quelqu'un. Je m'en fiche, je ne vais pas lever la main sur une princesse.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Il ne sert à rien de lutter, n'est-ce pas? Je dois entrer dans le chalet, hein? D'accord. Oh? Vraiment? Eh bien dans ce cas, je crois que je vais partir dans une direction. Encore. En fait, je vais simplement marcher dans les bois jusqu'à ce que je trouve un moyen de quitter cet endroit.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes, glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Ah, ça veut pas?
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh waouh, ah oui d'accord. Chapitre 2, l'inconnu.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ok. Donc là on est passé au chapitre 2, donc je suppose éventuellement que j'ai peut-être fait l'une des fins possibles du jeu, je suppose. Alors en règle générale, je fais toujours les fins qui sont un peu fatalistes, hein, ou lâches. Donc là, c'était vraiment le côté très j'ai pas envie, je me délie de mes obligations, destituer. Voilà, je me destitue de mes obligations. Je m'en tiens. Ouais, d'accord. Je vais aller de ce pas au chalet où je vais à coup sûr ossir cette princesse.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Ok, bah je ne peux que entrer dans le chalet. Il y a un grand...
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, and when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Alors... Approcher du miroir, prendre la lame. Vous n'avez pas mentionné le miroir accroché au mur.
We should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Pourquoi est-ce que vous mentiriez là-dessus? À quoi ça pourrait bien vous servir? J'ai envie de savoir, peu importe, garder le silence et s'approcher du miroir. Je veux savoir si je suis beau.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? So we're all in agreement then. We're looking.
S'approcher du miroir, prendre la lame. Non, s'approcher du miroir.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Ok.
This really isn't funny.
Essuyer le miroir.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Descendre, prendre la lame. Ah, donc on n'est pas obligé de prendre la lame. Je vais la prendre quand même. On va essayer de faire quand même une partie assez classique. Hein.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Ok, d'accord. Donc on peut soit la prendre comme une épée, soit on peut prendre la lame comme si c'était un genre de poignard, comme sur les vieux thrillers. C'est vous savez, les vieux films en noir et blanc en général de l'époque. Il y avait toujours cette lame qui est prise en sens inverse, comme pour poignarder les gens. Non, je vais la tenir normalement. On va vraiment faire une partie classique.
Great. You keep your grip the way it is. Your task awaits.
Jeter la lame par la fenêtre. Descendre au sous-sol. Non, descendre au sous-sol.
The door to the
Oh,
basement
wow.
creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Prendre les escaliers face à vous, prendre les escaliers réconfortants sur votre droite. Waouh, bonne question. Est-ce qu'il y a réellement les escaliers réconfortants, les escaliers face à vous? Non, on va prendre les escaliers face.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Oh wow, pardon.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Je suis désolé, je n'avais pas réalisé que t'étais là, enfin que j'étais là. Comment vous appelez-vous? J'ai vécu une expérience étrange en venant ici. Ça se trouve, on vous a enfermé ici pour une bonne raison. Apparemment, vous représentez une menace pour le monde entier. On m'a envoyé ici pour vous éliminer. On m'a envoyé ici pour vous éliminer.
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I look like a monster?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures, and where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Votre présence s'est étoffée. Comment vous appelez-vous? J'ai vécu une expérience étrange. Je vais essayer de vous sortir d'ici, essayer de la libérer. J'ignore votre véritable nature, mais je ne sais que vous n'êtes pas digne de confiance. Je ne peux me fier à rien ici. La laisser au sous-sol, oxyre la princesse. Comment vous appelez-vous?
Princess.
Ok, bon, bah si tu t'appelles princesse.
No, I don't need a name.
My name is whatever hushed whispers follow in the wake of my devastation.
Oula, Ok. Votre présence est étoffée.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
What's
Oh,
that
wow.
supposed to mean?
Pardon.
Are you trying to get under my skin?
Tu voulais dire par là, c'est de taper sur les nerfs.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I, which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? You could always start by stabbing her. Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine? I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Ok. Vécu une expérience étrange. Si je vous laisse sortir, que comptez-vous faire? Comme si j'avais été déchiré puis rapiécé.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
De plus en plus mal. Si je vous laisse sortir.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. I just want to live my life. I'm not going to dance for you. Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
if you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Et il nous reste donc plus que le dernier choix.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife aiming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Tu iras bien, je vais faire de mon mieux, je ne suis pas sûr qu'il faut remédier à votre état. Non, vous avez tout anéanti, je ne vais certainement pas vous aider. Gardez le silence. Je ne suis pas sûr qu'il faut remédier à votre état, non. Ah, bonne question. Disons tout ira bien.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
J'ignore où elle est partie, je ne sais pas par où commencer pour la retrouver. Le narrateur a disparu. Je crois que je suis censé regarder dans ce miroir.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
Le narrateur a disparu.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
Je crois que je suis censé regarder dans ce miroir.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
Bon bah... Allez, c'est parti, hein.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Le miroir ne vous a jamais fait peur avant. Ignorez.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Contemplez votre reflet. C'est vous. Vous vous retrouvez seul dans un espace complètement vide. Il n'y a pas un bruit ici. Avancez vers le chalet. Vous êtes au chalet. Approchez.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Qu'êtes-vous?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Les lumières solitaires, que voulez-vous dire? Quelle est ma véritable nature à votre avis? J'ignore qui je suis une personne.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Quelle est ma vraie nature? À votre avis, j'ignore qui je suis une personne.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Un réceptacle... Merde. Pardon. Un réceptacle fragile?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalled. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Que c'est la fin du monde? Laissez-la partir. Connaissez-vous le narrateur? Est-ce vous qui m'avez demandé de cire la princesse? Est-ce vous qui m'avez enfermé ici? Avez-vous des connaissances qui existent en dehors de cet endroit? Est-ce que c'est la fin du monde?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Laissez-la partir.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Laissez-vous le narrateur?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Avez-vous des connaissances des mondes qui existent en dehors de cet endroit?
I know only that they are.
Quoi? Êtes-vous la princesse?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Avez-vous été la princesse? Avez-vous toujours été la princesse ou la forcez-vous à faire partie de vous?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Et moi pour le micro. Est-ce qu'on se connaît?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Attaquer l'entité, détruire votre propre corps, que fait-on maintenant? Est-ce vous qui m'avez demandé de cire la princesse?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Que fait-on maintenant?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Ne craignez-vous pas que je trouve un moyen de vous tuer?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
C'est pas vous. Qu'est-ce que je vais oublier exactement?
Everything, until we meet again.
Et si je refuse de vous laisser faire?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow.
Combien d'autres fragments de vous est-ce que je dois vous rapporter?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Ok. On m'a demandé de cire la princesse pour l'empêcher de provoquer l'apocalypse. Si je vous aide, est-ce que... Je ne vais pas y retourner, attendre. D'accord, faites-moi oublier. Si je vous aide, est-ce que c'est réellement ce que vous comptez faire?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Ah. Vous ne répondez vraiment pas à la question. Qu'allez-vous faire si je décide de vous aider?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Je ne vais pas y retourner, d'accord, faites-moi oublier. Ah, intéressant. Bah, techniquement, mon but c'est de la tuer, donc... Faites-moi oublier.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Le monde autour de vous s'obscurcit, et la vie vous abandonne. Chapitre 1. Le héros et la princesse.
You're on a path in the you're here to slay her.
Bon, à partir de là, vous pouvez passer les dialogues déjà rencontrés en appuyant sur la touche Tab de votre clavier ou la touche R1 de votre manette. Ok, donc à partir de là, techniquement, on sait déjà plus ou moins ce qui va se passer. Ta 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 ta.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. Before she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Entrez dans le chalet. On va essayer de pas regarder dans le miroir.
The interior of the
Ah bah y en a
cabin
pas.
is almost
Ok, bah y a pas de
entirely
miroir dans
bare.
tous les cas.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Prendre la lame, descendre au sous-sol. On va pas prendre la lame.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
L'ambiance est oppressante. L'air est lourd et humide, et une odeur de pourriture émane du vieux bois. Si la princesse vit vraiment ici, le cerf serait une sorte de libération pour elle.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Bonjour, je viens prendre de vos nouvelles. Non mais c'est quoi ce choix? Je viens vous sauver. Mentir, je viens vous sauver. Je crois que je suis là pour vous exécuter. Continuez à descendre les escaliers. Continuez à descendre les escaliers.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Un instant, prenons le temps de discuter d'abord. Je vais voir ce que je peux faire. Prenons le temps de discuter d'abord.
Okay.
Oh zut. Comment vous appelez-vous? Je ne sais rien de vous, mais j'imagine qu'on vous a enfermé ici pour une raison. Si vous n'avez vu personne depuis longtemps, comment vous faites pour vous nourrir ou pour boire? De toute façon, c'est que des explorés. Comment vous appelez-vous?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Donc, princesse, c'est votre nom?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Ouais, déjà, c'est... Bon, comment dire? C'est... bizarre.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade and slay her before it's too late.
Je ne sais rien de vous, mais j'imagine qu'on vous a enfermé ici pour une raison. Si vous n'avez vu personne depuis longtemps, comment avez-vous fait pour vous nourrir ou pour boire?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Je ne sais rien de vous, j'imagine qu'on vous a enfermé ici pour une raison.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
On m'a envoyé ici pour vous tuer. Apparemment, vous voulez anéantir le monde. Wow. Je ne crois pas que vous représentiez un réel danger, mais je voulais vous voir de près propres yeux, je ne sais pas trop quoi penser. Je commence à penser que c'est vrai, il y a quelque chose qui cloche chez vous. Je voulais vous voir... C'est toujours pas trop quoi en penser.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Changer de sujet, qu'allez-vous faire si je voulais sortir? J'en ai assez, j'espérais. J'espérais que vous me le diriez. Non. Non, c'est pour cette raison que je ne pense pas que vous soyez dangereuse. Non, mais j'imagine qu'on ne m'a pas donné ces informations pour une raison. Mais j'espérais que vous me le diriez.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
D'ailleurs, je serais prête à parier qu'il s'agit des mêmes personnes.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Vraiment, le système de narration me fait extrêmement penser à Stanley Parable. Vraiment. C'est bizarre, hein, mais je sais pas, j'ai un air. Je ne vais pas vous tuer, mais je ne vais pas vous libérer pour autant, c'est trop risqué. Et si je restais un peu pour vous tenir compagnie, tout le monde serait content comme ça. Je vais vous laisser enfermer ici encore un moment, le temps de me décider, on peut toujours essayer d'apprendre à se connaître en attendant. Désolé, mais je n'ai pas confiance en vous, récupérer la lame. Remonter et récupérer la lame sans dire un mot. Je n'arrive pas à croire qu'on ait pu retenir prisonnière ainsi, je vais vous sortir d'ici. En fait, le truc, c'est que, déjà, rien que la première... donc on a fait chapitre 1, chapitre 2, on est tombé sur une espèce d'entité qui a récupéré l'âme de la princesse, ou en tout cas son existence. Le truc, c'est de savoir, est-ce que l'entité, c'est la princesse, ou est-ce que la princesse est différente de l'entité? Elle a dit qu'ils étaient... Elle était différente, mais elles étaient identiques. Et qu'elle a récupéré... elle est elle, et elle est devenue lui. Enfin, l'entité, du coup. Je ne sais pas. Je vais pas vous tuer, mais je ne veux pas vous libérer pour autant, c'est trop risqué.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Et alors déjà ça devient à moitié chelou là. Récupérer la lame, bon je vais vous sortir d'ici, l'enfermer au sous-sol. En vrai j'hésite à l'enfermer au sous-sol. On va juste l'enfermer hein.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Non, sentier au plan, elle reste enfermée. Quel soulagement je craignais de m'être engagé à lui sceller. On s'en tient au plan, elle reste enfermée.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Menacez-moi autant que vous voulez, vous ne faites que soulager ma mauvaise conscience. Pendant tout ce temps vous jouiez la comédie, n'est-ce pas? Vous n'êtes ni innocente ni inoffensive. Vous n'êtes même pas une princesse mais un monstre. Ignorez-la et allez vous coucher. Ah. Après techniquement je suis reparti sans dire un mot. Je pourrais juste ignorer. Ignorer.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to her. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Entre deux, le cauchemar.
You're on a path, you're here to slay her.
J'ai une horrible impression de déjà-vu. Attendez, on a déjà vécu ça. Oui, mais non. Mais je suis mort, qu'est-ce que vous faites ici? Qu'est-ce que je fais ici, pardon? Elle va encore me tuer. Avancez vers le chalet, tournez les talons. Elle va encore me tuer.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save after all.
Admettons que je dise la vérité et que tout cela soit déjà produit. Pourquoi devrais-je vous écouter? Pourquoi m'embêter à faire quoi que ce soit?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Est-ce que vous êtes remonté dans le temps? Ou est-ce arrivé dans un autre monde? Si c'est la deuxième option, que s'est-il passé à après votre mort, d'après vous?
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Explorer. Parlons un peu de la princesse. Avancez vers le chalet. Parlons un peu de la princesse.
Just be quick about it.
La dernière fois, il a suffi que je sois près d'elle pour que mes organes cessent de fonctionner. Je suis censé faire quoi face à ça, au juste? Pour citer l'une de vos phrases fétiches, c'est juste une princesse. Comment avez-vous pu affirmer une chose pareille? Qu'elle est réellement, et de toute évidence bien pire, qui l'a enfermée dans le sous-sol. C'est quoi cet endroit au juste? Citez-le. Voilà, on va faire celle-là.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Ok. La dernière fois, il a suffi que je sois près d'elle pour que mes organes cessent de fonctionner.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Ok, bon. Vous êtes évasif, que me cachez-vous? Qui l'a enfermé dans le sous-sol? C'est quoi cet endroit au juste?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Vous êtes évasif, que me cachez-vous?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. No, you should do anything but that. We know what's waiting for us in that basement.
Pourquoi les personnes qui l'ont enfermée ne sont pas chargées de la tuer? Pourquoi est-ce que le sale boulot me revient à moi?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special. Okay, fine, maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
C'est ce que je voulais savoir.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Non, non, on va avancer, on va essayer de la tuer cette fois.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. I don't think it doesn't matter. Don't.
Oui, bah ça malheureusement il l'a dit.
The interior
Oh, well,
of the cabin
what
is
the fuck?
plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Oh waouh, par contre, ah c'est creepy, il y a des vieux yeux là sur les côtés.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already got an out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Vous n'avez pas mentionné le miroir accroché au mur. Tout le chalet est différent dans mes souvenirs. S'approcher du miroir, explorer, prendre la lame. Tout le chalet est différent de mes souvenirs.
Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She knows that we're here.
C'est d'autres versions d'elle?
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Prendre la lame.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Alors je vais juste faire une sauvegarde. Voilà. Juste par commodité. Descendre au sous-sol.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
À quel point ce serait difficile de lancer un couteau? Je vais lui parler. Nous n'avons pas besoin d'élaborer une stratégie, je vais tout simplement la tuer. Monsieur le narrateur a l'air de penser que je peux y arriver. Pourquoi êtes-vous aussi pessimistes tous les deux? Tout est dans le vide entre les marches. Continuez de descendre dans les escaliers en silence. Nous n'avons pas besoin d'élaborer une stratégie, tout simplement demander de la tuer.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness.
Quelques pierres, repérables malgré l'obscurité totale du sous-sol, vous indiquent où devrait se trouver le sol et forment des sortes de chemins. Au bout de la pièce, il est possible de décrire cela ainsi. Les chemins partent dans deux directions différentes, à droite et à gauche.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Prendre à gauche, prendre à droite, ne rien faire, repartir en sens inverse. Alors, il y a des yeux à droite. Le chemin a l'air un peu bizarre à gauche. On va prendre à droite.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Pourquoi vous ne m'achevez pas? À quoi je peux bien vous servir? Qu'est-ce que vous attendez de moi? Ok, il y a pas mal d'explorer. Jetez la haine et restez avec votre cauchemar. J'ai compris, sortons d'ici, partir ensemble. Très bien, vous avez gagné, je vais vous laisser partir. Lire, haussir la princesse, ok. Pourquoi ne m'avez-vous pas achevé?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then... Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs, liver,
One
nerves,
moment,
heart,
and then
lungs,
you're gone.
nerves,
Just
heart,
like
lungs, liver,
that.
nerves, heart, lungs,
Ah, and
nerves,
there's the
heart,
fear.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart. She pulls away. Liver, nerves,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
nerves,
I've already done that.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Il passait après ma mort la dernière fois. On m'a envoyé ici pour vous empêcher de détruire le monde. Je peux pas vous laisser sortir comme ça. Vous êtes cinglés, vous en avez confiance. Si j'accepte de coopérer, est-ce que vous pourriez au moins arrêter de faire dysfonctionner mes organes? Haussir la princesse.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it! Oh, you're going to regret this? I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving. Nerves. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Ok. Qu'est-ce que ça peut bien faire si je meurs? Je finirai par revenir. Je suis en excellente compagnie, je vous avoue. Que demande le peuple? Oh, le que demande le peuple? Oh, l'expression bien française. Obéir aux règles de la nature, non. Je vais finir par mourir de faim ou de soif avant que la question de l'éternité ne se pose. Attendre, récupérer la lame sur sa dépouille. Ça peut bien faire si je meurs. Je finirai par revenir.
Ah yes, the whole looping thing. How unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility. Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Ok. Récupérer la lame.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Vous pouvez me raconter vos secrets maintenant. Et je suis en excellente compagnie, j'obéis. Jetez la lame dans les ténèbres, vous suivez. Est-ce vous qui êtes coincé ici avec nous? Ou est-ce que vous pouvez vous en aller? Et la lame.
Oh no, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone.
Et je suis en excellente compagnie, je vous et vous, que demande le peuple?
Oh, you could do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
Attendre.
More time passes. You're still here.
Attendre.
More time passes. More time. More time. More time.
Alors, on peut...
More.
Est-ce que ça fait vraiment quelque chose? Non. Vous pouvez me raconter vos secrets maintenant? J'obéis aux règles de la nature, je vais finir par mourir de faim. Est-ce que vous êtes coincé ici avec nous ou est-ce que vous pouvez vous en aller?
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
J'obéis aux règles de la nature, je vais finir forcément par mourir de faim.
That's a grim thought, isn't it? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. You really shouldn't have gotten rid of the blade. It was our way out. Now, if we're going to be stuck here until we starve, we really shouldn't be at each other's throats.
Vous pouvez me raconter vos secrets maintenant?
No.
Non, d'accord, bon bah super. Et maintenant, c'est l'heure des secrets.
Still no.
Vous en avez. Pas en avoir marre, vous devriez me raconter tous vos petits secrets, comme ça on pourra changer de sujet.
Not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Alors c'est quoi vos petits
The
secrets?
narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can. The narrator continues to ignore you.
Ah putain. Ah j'ai compris, vous ne voulez pas qu'on meure parce que vous avez peur de vous sentir seul, vous êtes un grand sentimental en fait.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely. The only things you know for certain are that it's long and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have, but biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die. Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
Chapitre 3. La revenante.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Eh bah écoutez, on va s'arrêter là. Ça fait déjà un bon moment que je tourne. On aura fait un chemin, plus un chemin quasi 3/4 je pense. Je sortirai probablement une vidéo pour terminer ce chemin. Et après je pense que je ferai peut-être le jeu de mon côté. Ou alors si vous avez apprécié, n'hésitez pas à me le dire. Et dans ces cas-là, j'en ferai un let's play. J'en ferai un let's play, hein, voilà, tout court. Sur ce, eh ben écoutez, je vais sauvegarder. J'espère que cette vidéo vous a plu. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à lâcher un petit like et puis à vous abonner, ça fait toujours plaisir. Et puis on se dit à la prochaine. Allez, des bisous tout le monde. Ciao ciao.